Solve for C. Express your answer in simplest radical form if necessary. So I'll give you a heads up. In this one, we will have a simplified radical. Whereas the first example we did, it was an integer. The second one was just a radical. These will simplify. So step one, to isolate y, we have to get rid of the square. So square root both sides of the equation. And when we do that, automatically we should have a positive negative root. So I should have plus minus root 18. Then I will attempt to break down 18 to its prime factors. So I will do 2 and 9. I like using 2 because it's prime. Again, you can use any other factors like 3 and 6, but I'm going to do 2 and 9. Then 9 will break down as 3 and 3, and those are prime as well. I'm going to take these factors 2, 3, 3, and I'm going to put them back underneath the radical. So before I get started, I've got plus minus 2 times 3 times 3. We will pull out any pairs, so I've got a pair of 3's. That's really 9. The square root of 9 is 3. So it looks like I've got a 3 on the outside, so I'm going to put plus minus, that should actually go first, 3 square root 2, because I still have a 2 left on the inside. And just to clarify how you'd write this, you could also write it as 3 square root 2, and then you could also write negative 3 square root 2. But I like using the plus minus because then you don't have to write as much. So whichever way you want it, that's fine. But again, I'm going to go ahead and box plus minus 3 square root 2, which is the same as writing them separately. On to the next example, we have y squared is equal to 32. To get rid of the square, we will square root both sides. Actually, let's go stick with black. All right, square root. To get rid of the square root. So now I have y is equal to plus minus square root 32. Then we'll use factors. Again, I like dividing by prime numbers, 2, 3's, and 5's, or usually how I start. You can use any 2 to get 32. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 and 16. 2 is prime, 16 is 2 and 8. 2 is prime, 8 is 2 and 4. Once again, 2 is prime, and then 4 breaks down as 2 times 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. So plus minus 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We're going to pull out pairs. So I've got a pair of 2's here. Cross that off. Really, that's 4. What's the square root of 4? Well, that's 2. I have another pair of 2's. I'm going to cross that off, and I'm going to put another 2. And again, those will be multiplied together. And I've got 1 2 that's by itself. That's all right. So our final answer is going to be plus minus 2 times 2 is 4. Square root, and we're still left with 2 on the inside. And that's our final example for this. So again, on the third set, you'll be able to simplify the radical somewhat. And hopefully you found this helpful.